Aloha, everyone, and auili makahiki ho. Welcome to our first talk story for 2024. I am Shanti Asher, the Pacific Islander Community Outreach Specialist with the Office of Economic Revitalization. Our online talk stories help improve the well-being of our neighbors from the Pacific Island communities. Today's topic is great for families and kupuna on a budget. It is how to find and register for the hundreds of fun activities at city parks, pools, and gardens. You can join activities like youth and adult volleyball classes, swim lessons, arts and crafts, ceramics, stretching, and exercise classes for seniors, and many, many more. We are fortunate to have Nate Sirota with us today. Nate is the spokesperson for the city's Department of Parks and Recreation. Aloha, Nate. We welcome questions for our audience, so please drop your questions in the chat and they will be answered during our Q&A session. Nate, can you start us off by sharing some of the most popular classes at city parks that are free?
Sure. So the majority of all the classes that we offer for our seasonal programs, whether that's spring, summer, or fall, are free. So we're really excited to be able to offer those to the community. It's a really wide range of activities, everything from arts and crafts. We have archery is very popular, basketball, all kinds of dancing, whether that's hula, line dancing, Tahitian dancing, simple board and tabletop games like mahjong or board games, language classes, and then more physical activities like basketball, pickleball. We even have some ocean recreation activities over at Haleiwa Beach Park and Ala Moana Regional Park. And we do actually have some sewing classes as well, too. Basically, just a wide variety of activities because there's just a wide variety of uses that we have for our parks. And so we try to accommodate all the different user groups that we have and that we see in our parks. Oh, Shanti, I think you're still on mute.
Yes, Nate. Thank you so much for that. I wanted to ask if you can go ahead and start by sharing some of the process of how to sign up for these free activities, because we're excited. We want to share that with you.
Sure. So I think probably the best way for me to do that is to actually show you. So I'm going to share my screen right now. Great. And so what we have here is our PROS, P-R-O-S website. And it's a very simple URL. In the top box here, you just type pros, pros.hnl.info. And it'll take you directly to this website. We'll refresh it again. And for our purposes, this website is great. Not only can you register for the classes, it's in the activities section right here on the right with the hula dancers, but this also has a link to our camping reservation system. If you were going to go to Hanauma Bay with some visitors from out of town, this is where you could register for them. And it also has the hours of some of our more popular park facilities, like our pools, in our gymnasiums, and our parks itself in this park section right here. But for today, we're looking at activities. So I'm going to click on this activities section right here. And it's going to take you to this awesome page with this long list of all of the activities. Now, we've got over 1,000 different activities. You can see on the bottom right here, 1,275 different activities listed. That's quite a bit. And so it may be difficult to go through all of them. So our partners at our information technology department have done a really awesome job of adding these filters on the right-hand side. So if you're looking for classes for yourself as an adult, you can filter those out. You can click on that and you're going to get all the adult classes. You can do it by your geographic district as well too. So in the Parks Department, we're broken up into 5 geographical districts. So our District 1 is East Honolulu. So that's from Sandy Beach Park all the way to Macaulay District Park. District 2 is West Honolulu. So that's basically from Macaulay all the way to Aiea. District 3 is our Leeward Coast. So from Waipahu all the way up to Makaha. District 4 is our big section. It's from Waimanalo all the way up the Windward Coast and all the North Shore to Mokuleia. And then District 5 is Central Oahu. So that's from Pearl City up to Wahiwa and Mililani. So you can also click on those to show just the parks that are in that area, or you can also use this search tab up here to search keywords. I find that these filters on the right-hand side work a little bit better just because they're predetermined, so it works better with the system. And again, you can do it by not just age, by geographic location of the park, but also the type of category, the type of activity. Again, arts and crafts, our botanical gardens have classes, and if you're looking for something a little more active like fitness or sports and music and dance. Depending, actually, the reason I mentioned these geographic locations as well too is that's going to help determine when your registration begins. Now, because a lot of these classes are free, they're really popular. And so the best recommendation that I can give there for a second. So if you are looking to register for classes, and if there's most of the classes are going to be very popular, I recommend looking ahead of time to see which park district your class is located in, and then that's going to determine your registration timetable. So I'll pardon one sec while it loads the screen. All right, there we go again. So on this right-hand side here, let me see if I can make it a little larger for you folks. It looks like I can't, but on this right side here is the timetable for when the registration opens up. So this coming Friday, all of the botanical garden classes are going to open up at 9 o'clock in the morning. There's just a few classes for botanical gardens, I think about 24 or so. And then starting next Monday, you'll see the classes open up. Our Makuli Senior Center opens up that Monday morning. And then from that point on, each of the districts has their registration starting at 5 o'clock that evening, starting Monday for District 1, Tuesday, District 2, and so on until Friday for District 5. Now, registration is going to stay open either until the class fills up or until the first couple of days of the program. So our staff do a really good job. Sometimes what will happen is people will register for a class and then they drop off or they don't show up for the first couple classes. So if there's a wait list for the class, they'll take those folks who are waiting to register and they'll let them know that there's a spot that's opened up. So even if you don't get that initial registration, go ahead and join the wait list, and there's a possibility that you'll be able to join the class if there is someone who doesn't show up for those first day or two of the class. And that's it. So again, actually one of the other important features of this is you're going to want to prior to registration opening up, you're going to want to log in. So on the top right corner of the screen is the login, and so I'll use my personal email to make sure that it works, because I want to make sure from a public standpoint that it works. And so this is our hnl.info login. So if you've used any online service from the city before, whether that's through the DMV or, again, registering for any programs or classes, it's that hnl.info login. So I would recommend, again, ahead of time, if you don't have that login set up, go ahead and set that up. It's real simple. You just need a valid email to set it up. And you can also, as an adult, if you have keiki that you're looking to sign up for classes, you can add all of your kids onto your profile. So if you had 2 or 3 kids that you're looking to enroll into these classes, and also for summer fun coming up in a couple of months, you can add them onto your profile and log them in and register them for activities yourself as the parent.
Mahalo very much, Nate, for it's a great way to start our 2024, looking at activities for our kids, for our youth, and for our aunties and uncles to take. And the best part about it is they're free and they may be just in our neighborhoods. So the information that you share is great. We have some questions. Uh, if I can read it out loud to you and you can go ahead and answer. The
Yeah.
first one is, I saw boxing cardio listed. My kids would love to take boxing classes. Are there boxing classes? Do you know?
There are, yes. And even if there aren't any classes, a few of the parks, like Kalakaua District Park, have boxing rinks. And so there will be activities that will be run by the sports leagues as well too. So really the best thing that you can do if there's nothing, if there's for instance a program that you're interested in that's not offered by Parks and Rec, contact the park staff where you're looking to interact or where you're looking to have the activity, because we have a really good community of leagues, like whether that's little league like baseball, football, Pop Warner, other nonprofits that organize, that use our parks for things like that. So I know a lot of the boxing rinks, while there may not be a program that we offer through through this online reservation system, through our programs, there may be another organization that offers that. And that brings me to another point as well too. If you're not able to register online, we do have accommodations for people. If you call our programs or our staff there, or if you actually go to the park, they can set up a in-person registration for you as well too. So we want to make our programs as accessible as possible. So if you don't have internet access, you can always visit the park or give them a call, and you can set up a time to register for them. And thank you, Patrick and Shanti, for putting up this graphic. This is the phone numbers for the different districts. You can give them a call first off, and then they can direct you to the specific park if it is a specific location that you're looking to inquire about. And again, there's those timetables for when registration opens.
Thank you, Nate, for you went ahead and address the second question, which is, if I do not have internet access, how can I register? So, like Nate said, these are on the screen are some of the numbers that you can contact if what's reflected does not answer to the neighborhood you're in. Please go ahead and call them and ask, and they will be able to help you provide a number to call for information. Nate, the other thing is there is a question asking about whether libraries can help them with applying or registering as well.
Absolutely, yeah. So I know a lot of the libraries have computer and internet access. It pretty much, you can actually register for these classes on your smartphone as well too. The pros website is digitized or is formatted so that you can use it either on your desktop or from your smartphone, whether that's Android or iOS and Apple phone. So any computer with internet connectivity, you can register for those classes. So absolutely, the computers at your local library will be able to help.
So Nate, if they do their registration on their phones, they will need to have an email address or create an account, correct?
Okay, sorry, I missed that last part of the question. Shanti, can you
I'll
repeat
go
that for me
ahead
one
and
more time?
yeah, you're fine, you're fine. I'll go ahead and repeat it. I was asking, since they can apply register on their phones, will they need to create an account before they do so?
Yes, so it's going to be the same registration process, regardless of whether you're on your phone or on your desktop. So again, yeah, you're going to need to register, regardless, if you're going to be doing the online registration, of course, you need to log into your account in order to complete the registration process. So you
Mm.
can see all of the programs right now that are offered, but you just won't be able to register until you log in. And again, login is free. It's free to have an account, and you can include members in your.
Thank you, Nate. Can you hear me?
I can, yes.
Okay, so the next question is, are COFA citizens or non-US citizens able to register for classes?
Yes. So your immigration status or your citizenship status does not taken into account for these classes. So as long as you have a internet access and you're able to either pay the fee or show up, it doesn't matter. So
Okay.
absolutely,
All
they
right.
can take
And
part.
as people navigate through the website, they'll be able to see what is free and what has a registration fee attached to it, correct? Those will be indicated.
Absolutely, yeah. So
Okay.
yes. So if you want to, I can actually let me share my screen again one more time, and I can show you kind of an example of a class.
Yeah, thank you.
Sure. Pardon while our computers think for a second. So while it's doing that, yeah, I again highly recommend check out the inventory, the catalog of classes that we have ahead of time. Make sure that you have your pros login all set up and good to go. Because a lot of these classes, you'll see once registration begins, some of them fill up very quickly. It's very similar to our summer fun program, where the more popular programs like Eva Mahiko District Park, Manoa Valley District Park will fill up real quickly, just because.
So as we wait for Nate, I wanted to just remind everyone that if you are able to create your account, I would recommend you create your account now and wait for, I believe, Fridays when some of these classes are open for registration. And if you create your account, just make sure that you screenshot your password, username, so you don't forget. And just have all of these ready so that when registration opens, you are ready to register for classes before they are filled. Thanks, Nate. You can go ahead and show what you were trying to show us. I think maybe if you can also share the 11 and under basketball, that's something that I think is really attractive to a lot of our kids that are playing ball.
Okay, sure. It's just trying to share the desktop screen right now. Let me try and refresh it one more time.
And Nate, it's okay if it's not loading as we had hoped. It's fine. I
Hmm.
think having the
I
website and having an account ready would really help our people. And it's good to know that you can also register on your smartphones, which is very convenient. But for those of you who does not have access to the internet at home, like Nate was saying earlier, you are welcome to stop in at at the nearest city park office and ask for help. And they can help you navigate or direct you to the right place. Um, the website is very easy to navigate through. It even has, like you can see on the screen right now, 11 and under basketball. We also have 11 to 14-year-old volleyball league. These are really awesome activities to start this year with. And so, Nate, thank you so much for sharing this information. I one more question I wanted to just a point of clarification. If I am a mother of
Mhm.
3 kids and they might fall under 11 and under basketball, can I have one account and sign up for 3 of them?
Yes, you can. So
Okay,
whenever you create your account, you can include all of your keiki under that one account. Particularly because we prefer actually to have adults register their kids in the programs.
that's great. It really helps, it doesn't, if it does not require registration particular in, specific to an applicant, then that's really great. And I'm assuming it would be the same case
Yes.
if I were to help my aunties or uncles sign up for their classes. Would it be applicable to adults as well who may need someone to help them register for them?
Yes. Yes. You can
Okay.
include
All right.
your kupuna, your senior relatives on there as well. Yes.
All right. Well, I think you've covered we went ahead and addressed all the questions that were asked. I'm sure there may be more questions coming later, and we will stay in contact with you, Nate, and your office to make sure that we provide information to those that are watching and asking questions later. So, with that said, I want to thank you very much, Nate, for your time and for all the work that you're doing to get information out to everyone so that they can take advantage of these activities. I believe we will be talking again in February to help families get ready for summer fun registration. Time is flying by, so we have to be ready. And the date will be shared soon so that we can share it also for everyone to stand by and come and watch our talk story to share more about summer fun and registration information. I do want to thank our audience for watching, and please come back and you can follow us on our Facebook or Instagram for all the information about our talk stories, or you can also send me an email at shantae.asher@honolulu.gov. And that's Shantae, SHANTY .asher, ASHER @honolulu.gov. And we will definitely put you on our mailing list so that you can stay tuned and updated on all our upcoming Talk Story topics. With that said, I want to thank you, Nate. Again, we'll see you in February, and we're excited to see what's coming this year. And I want to wish everyone a happy, happy, blessed new year.
And thank you for having me.